Hello friends. Today, I'm going to share a story with you that is not only interesting, but also carries a great life lesson. This is the story of a boy whom everyone called lazy. But in the end, this very boy surprised the entire village and even the king. Stay with me till the end, because hidden in this story is a powerful lesson. Once upon a time, in a small and peaceful village, there lived a boy named Ryan Smith. Ryan's family was poor, but honest. They survived on a small farm. His father worked day and night in the fields. His mother took care of the home and animals. And Ryan was known as the laziest boy in the village. He didn't like to move much. He often lay under a tree, staring at the sky, dreaming of an easy life. His only responsibility was to protect the crops from birds. Other boys used sticks or slingshots, but Ryan said, "Why work so hard?" So, he put wooden poles in the fields, tied ropes between them, and scared the birds away while lying down. The villagers laughed at him. Some admired his cleverness, but most said, "This boy will never succeed in life." His father often worried, "My son has a brain, yes, but he is far too lazy. If I ever fall sick, how will he manage everything?" And then that day came. Ryan's father fell seriously ill. Now the entire responsibility of the farm fell on Ryan. He tried, but he wasn't used to hard work. The hot sun exhausted him. His hands blistered. Water ran short, and within weeks, the crops began to dry. The villagers shook their heads. This was bound to happen. Lazy Ryan can't do anything. His family will be ruined. Ryan overheard these words and felt ashamed. That night, he sat under the sky, tears in his eyes, thinking, "If only I had worked harder before. Now everything is slipping away." The next morning, drums echoed through the village. A soldier arrived and shouted an announcement. "King Alexander has declared a grand competition. Whoever wins will receive a chest of gold." The whole village buzzed with excitement. Ryan's heart lit up with hope. "This is my chance. If I win, I can save my family." But the villagers laughed. Ryan Smith, that lazy boy, he could never win. Even his parents doubted him. But deep inside, they hoped this challenge might change him. Without hesitation, Ryan said, "I will join this competition." The palace was 3 days away. Ryan packed a small bag with bread and water. The journey was tough forests, hills, and rivers. Other contestants were strong men and women. They carried weapons, ran ahead, and even trained on the way. They mocked Ryan. "This boy will give up before reaching the palace." But Ryan stayed silent. He observed them carefully and thought, "They have strength, but I must rely on my mind." After 3 long days, Ryan reached the palace gates. Thousands of people had gathered to watch. The king sat proudly on his throne, observing. The first challenge was to cross a lake. The announcer declared, "The first 3 to cross will move to the next round." All the contestants jumped in and began swimming furiously. Ryan stood still, thinking, "I can't match them in swimming, but maybe I can try something else." He ran to the forest, gathered branches, tied them with ropes, and built a small raft. Using a wooden stick as a paddle, he calmly sailed across. The crowd mocked. "He's wasting time." But soon, the swimmers grew tired. Some nearly drowned. Ryan, steady and calm, kept going, and finally, he finished in 3rd place. The audience cheered loudly. Lazy Ryan had made it to the next stage. In the final round, each contestant was given a heavy wooden block. The task was to move it 1 kilometer. Behind them lay different tools, ropes, axes, hammers, levers, but each person could only choose one. One contestant used a rope to drag the block. Another used a lever to push it. Ryan looked carefully. Then, he picked up a small knife. The crowd laughed. Is he crazy? How will a knife help? Ignoring them, Ryan began cutting the block, chipping piece by piece until after an hour, it was shaped like a round ball. Then, Ryan simply rolled it forward, faster and faster. He pushed the ball, overtaking everyone. And finally Ryan was the first to cross the finish line. The entire crowd stood and applauded. The boy once called lazy had now proven himself the smartest and most capable. The king declared, "Strength is not only in muscles, true power lies in the mind." Ryan smiled and said, "Yes, I was lazy, but when faced with a true purpose, I found courage and used my brain. That is the real secret of success." Friends, this story teaches us that when hard work and intelligence come together, no challenge is impossible. If you ever feel lazy, remember your dreams, your family, and that one big reason that pushes you to act. And friends, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so more stories like this reach you.